Alright, so hi guys. Excuse me. So in this video, what I want to do is I want to go over multiplying polynomials. However, I want to go over the box method. So in the previous video, we went over FOIL method, and this time I want to go over box method. By the way, if y'all hear background noise like outside or something, I do apologize. It's my dad outside. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go over 5 problems here. Hopefully they don't take too long. So the first one is a very basic one. The way this is going to work, so we have x minus 5 times x minus 7. So again, we want to multiply these polynomials by doing the box method, and it should be x plus 7, my bad. So the way this is gonna work, and actually, you know what, I'm gonna just get rid of the grid, because since we're doing boxes here, I'm gonna just get rid of the grid. Let's go ahead and do this right quick. Now, the way this is going to go, we're going to go ahead and put x minus 5 right here. And let me move this down a bit. And then we're going to put x plus 7 over here. So let's put x plus 7 right here. And how this is going to work, guys, we're going to be multiplying each term to each other. So x times x is x squared. X times negative 5 is negative 5x. 7 times x is 7x. And then lastly, 7 times negative 5 is negative 35. So you're just going to grab every single term here. So just go ahead and write it down. And you can do it in whatever order. You can do this, but you want to make sure that for other examples, you want to make sure to do it in terms of descending exponents. But here we're just going to say x squared minus 5x plus 7x minus 35. So then you want to combine your like terms. You have a negative 5x and a 7x. So that would be x squared plus 2x, right? And then minus 35. So we know that x plus minus 5 times x plus 7 is equal to this. So this would be our answer, guys, for this first one. Okay, so here we're going to go ahead and do x squared plus 4 times x squared plus 2x minus 6. So usually I like to do the x squared plus 4 on the left side, and then the x squared plus 2x minus 6 on top. So I like to do it that way. So the way this is gonna go, and I'm gonna do 3, like a 3 by 3, kind of like a 2 by 3 box. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that here. So give me a second, guys. So here we're going to put x squared plus 4. And then here's going to go x squared plus 2x minus 6, right? So here, again, we're going to go ahead and multiply these two. So again, you want to multiply these two. Get x to the 4th, right? And then you're going to multiply these two. So x squared times 2x, that's 2x cubed, right? You want to make sure you understand that when you multiply two x's, you basically add the exponents, okay? And then over here, we're going to do x squared times negative 6, that's negative 6x squared. And then from here, let's see, it's going to go 4 times x squared, that's plus, so it's going to be 4x squared, right? And then 4 times, let me do this color, times 2x, that's 8x. And then lastly, we're gonna do 4 times negative 6, and that's gonna be negative 24. So now we just want to write this down. So we have x to the 4th. And you can write it in whatever order you want. Either x to the 4th and then plus 4x squared, or x to the 4th plus 2x cubed, and then, you know, so on and so forth. But I'm going to write it this way, plus 2x cubed, and then minus 6x squared. So, and then plus 4x squared. I'm so sorry for the background noise, guys, if y'all can hear it. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not. I apologize. Plus 8x, and then minus 24. So now combine like terms, right? This stuff we obviously kind of already, you know, from here, you just want to combine like terms. Let me just write it down again right quick. So again, let's just write this down. X to the 4th plus 2x cubed. Those just stay the same. We have a negative 6x squared and a 4x squared, right? So that's minus 2x squared. And then we also have a plus 8x and a minus 24, right? So these are the only two like terms that are in the problem. So now we want to go ahead and just rewrite it the following way. So we know that it's going to look like this. So we have x, the quantity x squared plus 4 times x squared plus 2x minus 6 equals x to the 4th plus 2x cubed minus 2x squared plus 8x minus 24. And that is going to be our final answer to this one, guys. Okay? So that is number 2. Let me go ahead and write number 3 down. Okay, guys, so this is the next one. Again, when you draw your box, I like to always do it. And again, I forgot to just move it a little more lower here. I always like to do it so that there's the polynomial with the 3 terms goes on top, and the polynomial with the 2 terms goes on the side. So x plus 5, and then x squared plus 2x plus 3. So again, you want to go ahead and this always means that you're multiplying it. So x times x squared, that's x cubed, right? And then plus 2x times x, right? So you want to do plus x times 2x, that's 2x squared. Okay, and then what you're going to do, we're going to go ahead and now do the third one. 3 times x is 3x, so 3x. And then 5 times x squared is 5x squared, so 5 times x squared is 5x squared, right? So you're literally just multiplying each term with each term using the box, right? And then 2x times 5, so that I'm going to use this color. So 2x times 5, that's going to be plus 10x, or 10x, right? And then anytime it's positive, we're just going to put a plus next to it once we actually list out the equations, or the terms, right, as an equation. And then lastly, we would say plus 3 times 5, which is plus 15. I hope y'all can read these colors. Maybe I should probably do this. There we go. So this is going to go x cubed plus 2x squared. So I'm going to write this down. So x plus 5 times x squared plus 2x plus 3, right, equals, and we're going to list them out. So x cubed plus 2x squared. And if it helps, you can cross them out as you go. Plus 3x. And then plus 5x squared, right? And then plus 10x, right? I don't usually do a blank page, guys, but for this, I do want to do that because I just feel like the grid, it's going to be hard to read it because the grid will be in the way. So now we just want to, again, combine like terms. So once you get to this step, you're just combining like terms. So we have x plus 5 times x squared plus 2x plus 3 equals x cubed plus 2x squared plus 3x. And it actually, let's go ahead and combine like terms. I'm sorry. So we have a 2x squared and a 5x squared. We also have a 3x and a 10x. And I think those are the only like terms. So we have x cubed, and then it's going to go plus 2x squared plus 5x squared is 7x squared. So you want to make sure, guys, do it in descending exponents, like in order of descending exponents. So don't forget to do that. And then plus, and then 3x plus 10x is 13x. And then plus 15. So again, let me just write down the final answer. Okay, guys, so that would be our final answer to this one. Let's do number 4. So we only have about 2 more here. Now, number 4 requires doing the box method twice. So number 4 is a little bit more tricky. Let me write it down. So number 4 requires doing the box method twice. So do box method twice. So you want to make sure to do that. It is a little more tricky. So we're going to do the box method for this, okay? So we're going to go ahead and just grab the x plus 5 and the x minus 2. I'm sorry, x minus 5 and the x plus 2. So we're just going to do that right quick. I'm sorry, guys. Let me do it a little lower. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do it this way. So it's going to go the following way. Let me see here. X minus 5 times x plus 2. So let's just go ahead and do this. So same thing, guys. You're multiplying each term. So x squared here. And then 2x, 2 times x is 2x, so 2x here. And then negative 5 times x is negative 5x. The reason why I'm doing it this way at this point is because if you have questions over the previous ones, or if you have questions over this one, just look at the previous problems and just kind of go with that. But basically, you're going to go ahead and just do this, and then finally, we're just going to list out our terms. So x squared, 2x, negative 5x, and then negative 10. So we have x squared, and then plus 2x, minus 5x, minus 10, right? So then this is going to be the following. So we're going to have x squared, and then this part is minus 3x, negative 3x, and then minus 10. So we know that the answer is x plus 2 times x minus 5 is x squared minus 3x minus 10. And that is our answer for this one, right? So again, the box method doesn't, it's a little easier than FOIL method because it's less messy. Now let's do number 4. Oh, I'm sorry. And then we have to do, and then we have to actually, so now at this point, the reason, this is not the final answer. Now this one is going to be, so we have x squared minus 3x minus 10. And then we're going to multiply this to this here, okay? So we want to make sure we understand that part, okay, guys? So we're not exactly done yet. We're almost done. That's why these take a little bit longer. But now we want to do a 3 by 2 box, or 2 by 3 box. So we're going to just do that right quick. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do it this way. So x squared plus minus 3x minus 10, right? And then x minus 7, right? So now again, we're going to multiply. So this is x cubed. Negative 3x times x is negative 3x squared. Negative 10 times x, that's negative 10x. And then negative 7 times x squared, negative 7x squared. So just do that. Negative 3x times negative 7, that's positive 21x. So just do that. Then negative 10 times negative 7 is 70. So our answer really becomes, so x minus 5 times x plus 2 times x minus 7, thus x minus 5 times x plus 2 times x minus 7 equals, oh, and I forgot to actually list it out, so x cubed minus 3x squared minus 10x minus 7x squared plus 21x plus 70. Sorry guys, I forgot to do that. So we have negative 3x squared, negative 7x squared. We have a negative 10x and a positive 21x. And then the rest is just by itself. So x cubed, we're going to do minus 10x squared. And then plus 11x, right? And then plus 70, right? So thus, this is going to be x cubed minus 10x squared plus 11x plus 70, right? So that is our final answer for this one. Okay, guys? Now, we're going to do number 5. So number 5 is the last one. So we're just going to go ahead and, again, this one is a little more tricky. So x squared plus 1. So number 5 times x, sorry guys, hold on, times x squared. Give me a second, let me write it down. Okay, and so guys, it doesn't matter which two terms you multiply first, as long as you multiply the third term. It doesn't matter which, how you do it. And you can do this first, or you can do, you can do this first, and then this, whatever the product of this is, you can do this, and then can do this, right? Or you can do this and then this, right? It doesn't matter. The order doesn't matter, okay? So again, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do this part first. So we're just going to do x squared plus 1. And since this is a two binomials, we just want to do you know, it doesn't really matter which one you put on either side. So x, again, you want to make sure you put the times here to know that you're multiplying. So x squared times x is x cubed. X squared times 6 is 6x squared. 1 times x is x, and then 1 times 6 is 6. So we are going to have x cubed plus 6x squared plus x plus 6. That is going to be this part. So we know x squared plus 1 times x plus 6 is x cubed plus 6x squared plus x plus 6. Now, we're going to go ahead and say I think that's what it was, right? Yeah, and then this is going to be times x minus 3. So this part, guys, I just want to be specific. This part is this, okay? And now we're just going to go ahead and multiply these two. So we're going to, again, do a box method. Let me draw a bigger box. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. So it's going to go like this. And it doesn't have to look perfect, guys. The rectangles don't have to look perfect so long as you can fit the terms in there. So, so here, we're going to go ahead and just multiply this. So, oh, and actually, I'm sorry. I should go like this. My bad, guys. Again, it doesn't look perfect, but okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and write this down. So x cubed plus 6x squared plus x plus 6, and then x minus 3. So again, multiplying, we get x to the 4th. 6x squared times x is 6x cubed, so plus 6x cubed. It's okay to put the plus, guys, because at the end of the day, we're adding all of these. Plus x times x, so plus x squared. And then plus 6 times x, so plus 6x. Okay. And then, hold on, okay, there we go. And then minus 3x cubed, right? And then plus, I'm sorry, minus 18x squared, right? Okay. Minus 3x. Minus 18. Okay, so this is kind of a lengthy one, guys. That's why I put it for last, because it is a challenge one. Okay. So now this is going to go x to the 4th plus 6x cubed plus x squared plus 6x minus 3x cubed minus 18x squared minus 3x minus 18. So now we're going to combine like terms, guys. Always make sure you always label your like terms. So we have a 6x cubed, a negative 3x cubed. We have an x squared and a negative 18x squared. It does help to do this with colors, guys, if you do want to do it with colors. And then there's no other like terms, right? So you have x to the 4th, and then you want to make sure, again, you do it by descending exponents. So 6x cubed and negative 3x cubed, that's plus 3x cubed. And then, so those are going to go away, right? Okay. And then And then x squared minus 18x squared, that's negative 17x squared. So, and then we have, oh, and I forgot to do 6x and negative 3x. So then we're done with these, right? Okay. And then 6x and negative 3x, it's plus 3x. And then finally, we're going to just say minus 18. So minus 18. So thus, x squared plus 1 times x plus 6 times x minus 3 equals x to the 4th plus 3x cubed minus 17x squared plus 3x minus 18. And that, guys, is our final answer. So that is going to be it for this video, guys. I know it was a very lengthy one. I do apologize. I tried to make both easy and hard problems. The hard problems obviously took a little longer, but so I do apologize in advance, and not in advance, but do apologize for that. But I do hope this helps, guys, and if anybody has any questions, please let me know, and thank you all so much for watching, and please like, comment, and or subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.